Greetings, welcome to Fort Amherst in Chatham, in Kent, one of the most paranormal locations in the Garden of England. Will we have a successful night tonight investigating that? Let's find out. This is White Noise and Whispers. I'm currently here with one of the teams who are preparing for tonight's investigation. We'll talk to them and the other team throughout the course of the evening. But before we get started, let's have a look a bit more into the history of Fort Amherst itself.
Originally built in 1755 to defend London and the surrounding area, Fort Amherst now serves as a tourist attraction. There's a maze of tunnels constructed from chalk cliffs that were designed to transport ammunition around the fortress. This ensured all sides of the fortress were ready for any impending attacks, as the fortress was situated on the best sea route into London. Later, the fort's defences were increased significantly by workers made up mostly of prisoners forced to carry out the work. Since opening up to the public in the 1980s, people have repeatedly reported ghostly happenings. Dark shadows are the most common, but for a lucky few they've experienced voices, often like someone whispering in their ear. People also have reported sounds of children crying and a woman's scream or wail. People have also seen the ghost of a soldier who stands guard in the lower gatehouse. Fort Amherst has become one of Kent's most active paranormal locations, with many reports of activity. People have had small handprints appear on clothing, objects fly across rooms, doors opening or banging, and misty lights appear for them to then suddenly disappear. Fort Amherst is open to the general public every day and even boasts its own ghost tours, which people have been scared to the point of leaving before the night has even really begun.
So by the looks of it, we're going to have a pretty busy night here at Fort Amherst. Let's talk to some of the investigating team who are on site and help us find out some of these ghostly goings on tonight. Chief Investigator from Team 1, Dave, good to meet you.
Pleased to meet you, mate.
How long have you been investigating the paranormal?
Pretty much all my life. It all started with my mum and dad when I used to do the Ouija board years ago and all that, and just got into it from there, really.
Right.
Anything to do with the unknown, UFOs, paranormal, Bigfoot, all that sort of thing.
What's your gut feeling around this place tonight?
We're going to have a good night, I can feel it. We've been here once before, but it's been pretty good. Yeah.
Cool. Steve, you're in Team 1, out and about tonight.
Yes.
How long have you been investigating?
Well, so 10 years as an investigator. I mean, I've been seeing ghosts since I was a small child. Been here a few years ago, about 5 years ago, and I sort of encountered a negative entity, shall we say, so looking forward to see if we can make contact tonight with that same entity, just sort of see what happens really, so it should be a good night.
Did that kind of freak you out a bit?
It did at the time. Thinking back about it, it was quite a freaky situation to be in, because I was on my own in a part of the tunnel, so I'm looking forward to see if I can make contact again.
Excellent. Keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, definitely.
Stuart, you're our debunker, trying to debunk all the theories of tonight.
That's correct, yes. I do like to look into things thoroughly to make sure that no one's playing any games, or if it is something like an animal or the conditions of the environment setting things off and that kind of thing. We've had instances where people have had what they call a ghost or spirit box, and they stand there talking to it and they think they're getting answers back of it, and I'll be standing back looking at it, and it's actually 98.8 FM or 102.8 FM, 103.1. That's when they get the answer from. They're obviously Radio 1. So easily to debunk things like that.
You're trying to disprove all the theories.
Yeah, I think that's most important. I think to try and debunk things really. I mean, and if you can't debunk it, then you may have yourself an entity. Yeah, great.
That's some of Team 1 there, and we'll meet others throughout the course of the evening. Let's meet someone from Team 2 now. Mark, good to meet you. How long have you been investigating the paranormal?
Oh, probably now for about 3 years.
Right.
Enough.
And what's the scariest thing you've ever investigated?
Well, I think probably the scariest thing I've sort of experienced, not so much an investigation, but obviously when I was a young man, experienced stuff in the past. Yeah, an old Victorian lady.
Right. Okay, and that made you want to carry on investigating it?
Oh, very much, yeah.
Excellent. Well, good luck, and we'll follow you around during the course of the evening.
Thank you very much.
So, we mentioned earlier on we're at Fort Amherst, and the head volunteer here is Clive. Sweet Clive.
Thank you.
Tell us a bit about the place.
Well, basically, I mean, it's built to protect the dockyard from landlord attacks. Started in 1756, but you're not only looking for that period here. On site, we've got an Anglo-Saxon burial ground,
Right.
Roman villa. So you're looking for spirits dating way back before the fort was built.
Now, with any kind of paranormal investigation, there always has to be some mediums present. And we've got Jill and Tracy who are going out this evening. Tracy, strange question, but go with me on this. How did you know you were a medium?
Oh, going back when I was a child, there was things that I used to experience that nobody in my family experienced, and when I questioned my parents about it, that's when I learned that my mum was a medium, and obviously I followed in her footsteps.
Right.
So it was never discouraged or encouraged, but it just grew with me and I grew with it. So
Do you look forward to evenings like this?
I love it.
Yeah.
It's proving that there is something there.
Fingers crossed.
I think we're in for a good night.
Excellent. Well, fingers crossed with with what Clive said earlier on and what the rest of the guys are up for. I think we're in for a good night tonight. So let's get started then. Switch to infrared and get on with it.
Prior to the event, the team set up CCTV cameras throughout the war tunnels and in the stairway leading to an area known as the Upper Gun Room. Whilst Team 2 headed to the Prince William Soldiers Barracks, an area not accessible to the general public, Team 1 headed to the tunnels, and within a few short moments, Medium Tracy was drawn up those stairs towards the Upper Gun Room. We were followed up the stairs by our producer, Rich.
Francis, Frank. So I feel we'd like to be known as Frank.
You got an age for Francis? Or Frank?
He wants to be called Frank. I think his name is Francis, but he wants to be called Frank.
Have you got an age for him?
Sorry, as soon as you said that, 37?
37.
37.
Was he someone that died here?
He couldn't get away. He's telling me he couldn't get away. And that's just opened.
Yeah, that has. Yeah, this was completely locked up. This was completely locked up. So let's just shut this up. Okay.
2 children. He's quite an emotional person. It's almost like he could never get away. He was trapped. When I say trapped, it was never safe to leave. And yeah, he died here. He lost his life here.
Why wasn't it safe for him to leave?
I feel like he was hiding. It was a safe place for him to be. It was a safe place for him to be. He was injured. He's not the man with one leg. This is somebody totally different. There was people kept here to be kept safe. But he didn't make it outside. He didn't get home.
Is he still here?
He's here. He's sort of weakening. But he's a nice person. He's a really nice person. But I don't think he's going to leave us for the evening. I think he's going to be floating about.
So currently we're with Team 1, who are doing the first investigation of the evening. It's the first time I've taken part in anything like this at all. Standing here in a circle, we've got some mechanical equipment on the ground. I'll find out some more about what that is in a minute. And we're just trying to make some kind of connection with any spirits, any paranormal activity in this part of Fort Amherst, currently in the war tunnels.
Okay, you all right? Yeah. Do you want to sit out for a little while? Yeah. I'll take it. If you take yeah.
Sense of emotion at an event like this has just suddenly got too much for one of the team.
Come on, can you come forward?
Tracy, the medium, has taken one of them off, just to get them calm for a little while.
Are you around the age of 40 when you passed?
Come on, the gentleman with the one leg.
I feel you were quite young when you were taken.
Jill, do you feel that your right hand's just got very cold? So my left hand has just got very cold. I'm a bit confused.
Are you still grounded here?
I'm here
If you are,
in the circle.
can you give
Jill,
us
the medium, is holding
2
my left
knots
hand.
for yes,
And I just felt my hand go very cold.
or if you're not, 1 for no, please. Mm-hmm.
Come on, we have various equipment around here. On the stairs we've got a thing which is called a REM pod. If you walk up and down and touch the aerial, it will send some lights on which won't harm you. Could you do that for us? Why don't you come in the middle of the circle, draw on our energy, come on. We give it freely. Can you drop the temperature for us? Communicate to us the best way that you know how.
Right of me, there's somebody, not right holding the camera, there is somebody to the right of me, over there, and I've just seen him twice on the stairway.
What are you seeing, Tracy?
I've seen
What's he look like?
a shadow of somebody on the stairway, standing there.
Is he there now?
You okay? Just move the camera, just. It's at the top. It's moved across twice. The top of the stair, right at the very top.
Come on, make yourself known, show yourself. Give us a sign that you're standing on the stairs.
Is he still there, Tracy?
He's there, he's just
Do you want to head over that way?
out of the way. Yeah, I wouldn't mind actually.
Yeah. Let's go and head over that way and see what you can see.
If anybody doesn't feel comfortable with going, that's fine, I don't mind going.
I'll follow you, Tracy.
Cold again. Right, let's move away from there.
Okay.
Yeah. In breaths. Part of the grounding we did earlier.
Remember what I told you to do?
Yeah. Before we started, I actually made the point that I didn't really want to be touched by anything paranormal from the spirit world this evening. So Tracy actually went for a separate grounding with me to the rest of the group to explain, to get me feeling comfortable. Sharp in, take a breath. Imagine myself in my own bubble, if you like.
Up here it's gone. I know you've got the fresh air coming through
Yeah.
and people could say it's that, but it's actually... No, because I know it'll be...
It's not raining, is it?
Because it's
Because
in the
It's
air,
there,
yeah.
it's not raining, but the air feels really moist.
Yeah, it's alright.
You'd be able to hear it coming through against the railings if it was raining at the moment.
But it'd be wet down here, it isn't.
And it's still fairly, I won't say light, it's almost twilight,
So it's
isn't
like
it?
when you come up here, it's a relief to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
like
it's a relief,
It
yeah.
was that sudden urge that we got to actually come up
Yeah.
those extra stairs,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
it's like following somebody. It's almost
Yeah.
like somebody's come
And
this way.
escaped. Is it like an escape route?
You've got a noise back there.
Karen. Our producer's just heard something on camera.
So let's head back downstairs, guys, and see what we can.
Are you okay?
Yeah, sure. Hang on, Richard.
Okay. Just ask them to take it away. Take it away. Talk to them, tell them to take it away. It's unnecessary. Sit aside.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can ask them just to take the pain away from you. It's unnecessary pain. You don't need it. You don't deserve it. If they're showing you what they feel, that's
What is that
fine.
noise?
Ask the mediums to work with it.
What is that noise? It sounds like running water or something.
We'll follow you down if you want to check it out.
Okay, let's go check it out.
Are you okay now?
Yes, I'm fine. Yeah, let's go and check it out.
Try and put it like that. It's quite strong because that's not supposed to do that to you.
I've just had a rather strong pain in my ribs. It just came on. I've been getting a couple of them this evening, but it's just they were just appearing. But
Is it like a plunge into your ribs?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's like a plunge into the ribs. Yeah, I've had it on both
And
sides
it's
this
quite.
evening as well.
And have you had it in the gun room?
Yeah.
Is that when it
Yeah, the gun room.
started?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's then what I said. Something bad had happened there.
Yeah.
That shouldn't have happened. So, I think that sort of is showing you what's been going and what's
Yeah.
happening, and it's.
So why do you think they're not listening to me then when we asked or I asked specifically not to be touched?
Because they're turning around and saying to me, they're not touching you like that, they're showing you the pain. The pain that was endured is what's being shown, so I now need to get them to take that away from you and give it back to one of us to show us
They're
how
making
how it
Phil
happened.
experience what they felt.
They felt.
What they've actually felt.
Okay.
And it wasn't nice.
It's a really
No.
bizarre
Because
experience.
I'm getting like a film roll go through now, and I could quite happily tell you what was going on, but I don't know if you'd want to hear it.
Go for
Thanks,
it.
it's not nice.
Go for it for camera.
Because it's not just one person, there's
No.
more than one person, and it's like they've got the guns with the knives on the end, they're keeping quiet, so it's all used with the knives. And when you said the rib, and I said like a plunge, it's that being plunged in, and it's not just the knife that's going, it's a part of the gun that's going.
Right.
But
Was
there's
this
no
what happened to
gunshot.
bayonet or
Was
something?
this
There's
what
no
happened to
firing.
Frank?
Buying it, yeah.
This is no fine. I think this is, and I think this is him that's showing me.
I'm here watching the night vision cameras with James and Jez. What have you seen over the last half an hour or so?
We have seen on C1 camera that's near the stairs, we have seen quite a few orbs going back up and down.
Right.
And that is quite fascinating because we've got the REM pod up there and everything, and it hasn't flashed or nothing, but you've got orbs up there coming up and down the stairs.
Right.
And on the C3 camera, it keeps on, when you're answering when you're questioning all that sort of stuff, you did have the no video sign come up quite a few times.
I've noticed that just over here.
Yeah.
Just before we started doing this piece of the camera, something flashed across C2 there.
Yeah.
It literally just flashed.
Yeah, literally just flashed. We are getting quite a lot of evidence at the moment on C1 and C3. There has been quite a few there's been one on C2 where there's an all gone straight across the cannon. That was when Richard was upstairs.
Right.
And then he started coming downstairs and then a massive all comes right across.
Team 1 remain in the tunnels. Team 2, however, are still over in the soldiers' barracks. Before entering, Team 2's medium Andrea went through a similar grounding and protection process with that team. We join them now in the barracks.
But I feel as though I want to sort of walk up and down the room. The energy is buzzing from my feet to my head, and I've got a slight sicky feeling, but right behind where Mark is standing, I can actually see a bed, quite a big bed there, and I do feel that this would have been a bedroom. To whom yet? I don't know yet. We'll just have to wait and see if we can get any intelligent energy. But at the moment, that's the residual I'm feeling from here. I would like to go and wander, if I can, through here.
Andrea seems keen to explore the barracks in more depth, and she strides on into an area which is well known by other mediums to be one of the most paranormally active areas of the whole site. It is reported by those other mediums that there is a very angry and malevolent presence in this area.
I get a strange feeling in this room.
Yeah.
I don't like it and I'm not going to.
Okay. Right, this room. And go through this archway, and it's there is a very, very strong residual energy. And I feel people have actually had things actually thrown at them in this room.
Yeah.
I feel as though people may have even seen things in this room. The presence I can feel at the moment is two men. One, he fit the end room, the very end room. I feel as though he does not want me in there. I've gone to take a step and it's almost like he's shouting, "Get out."
Looks like someone's face on my camera.
And mine.
On the end wall.
Yeah.
The very end wall.
Yeah.
That is where I've just been shouted at. He shouted, he's put his hand up, "Get out!" So I've stopped and I...
Is it safe for me to come a little bit closer so I could get a closer look at that face on the wall? I've got it on Zoom as well.
Yeah, so see what he does again.
I've got a funny feeling he doesn't like us being here.
Yeah, that's yeah.
So I'm not going to make it on him, but
He's going to let me out.
I know there's anything. I don't like it. My heart's going to
Very, very nasty feeling. I have come from him. I'd like to try and get a name for him. I'd like to try and get something he's intelligent. But I would think he has free will, but I'd like to actually see if he would come to us. If we can go back to where the bedroom was, I feel he could even be some sort of chief guard or something like that.
He's got a feeling of high rank.
Yes.
Like a captain.
Yes, exactly. Yep. It's exactly the feeling that I'm getting. He's protective and it's like a no-go zone. And it's like, you come any closer and there's going to be something thrown, there's going to be conditions, that's how it feels. I do feel, however, if we travel back to the bedroom, it may evoke him to actually follow us. Hoping so.
Right, you joined us back in the war tunnels with Team 1, and we were literally, I was standing by this door, and Tracy was standing over there. She's joined me down here now. She wasn't feeling this at all. Just before we went back to the other team, there was a loud whooshing noise that kind of almost knocked me off my feet here because it was that loud. There's a bit of a banging going on in here as well, but Clive assures me that's just a door around the corner, but it's the whooshing noise. But the last couple of minutes, just standing here, there's this horrible smell that's kind of come through. Dave, come forward. Can you smell this as well? Okay, Tracy, you smell it with
You can still smell it.
with a couple
still
of steps
smell.
here, so be careful if we're going in. All right, literally 2 steps here. Right. See, now I'm getting that smell back. It smells like either a wet animal or something. You know,
Somebody mentioned earlier about musty smell, but
Yeah.
it smells worse than a musty smell.
This is obviously the side of the door said this was the plotting room. And you can see by all the sort of telephony, all the code breaking and stuff. Clive, was this somewhere they did all the code breaking?
Sorry?
Did they do things like code breaking in here?
That's all the any incident in the Medway sector
Right.
was phoned through to here, either through the phones or the teletypers at the other end.
Was that door, Clive?
That's that door.
Oh, right. That was just really loud.
What's causing that door noise, Clive? Is that just natural wind
There's a
or?
little bit of a breeze, but when we walked through just a minute ago, it was hardly moving.
It was hardly moving. Does it open and shut on its own?
Well, I believe it or not, I did close it.
It's now
I've
quite
got it right up.
It's almost like enticing us through there.
Yeah. It's like don't stay here too long. and that's
Okay, go with it, guys. Go with
David,
it.
how are you feeling?
Don't take too long in here, no.
Now shutting again.
What's that thing?
Is it going to open or is it going to close?
There's something here. Can you shut the door? Can you slam it? Come on. Thank you.
Thank you.
You open it again? Can you swing it open?
This is particularly weird. The breeze in here is not even close to strong enough to actually shut that on its own.
Go on, close it again. Slam it shut.
Slam it hard.
Come on.
Communication of some sort. Try and open a dialogue.
Just trying to see if there's any fluctuation.
Doesn't want you to see it.
Come on.
Okay, can you open the door again? Can you open the door again for us, please? I'd like to walk through it. Could you open the door for me, please?
Breeze is completely gone, but the door is opening.
There is no breeze here, apart from very, very slight.
Okay,
It's not
that is
powerful
really
enough.
good of you, but just to clarify that you've done that for me, do you think you could close the door? You're opening it even further, aren't you? Okay. Could you close it for me? Or would you like me to go through and you close it from the other side? No, you're going to close the door. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think you want us to go through it, don't you? Can you give me a knock if you want me to go through the door? Up that.
That's the loudest
That is
slam
brilliant.
so
Thank
far.
you so much. Okay, if you open the door nice and wide, I'll go through it. Can you open it a bit further? Yeah, you can. Wonderful.
Come on.
Thank you so much. A little bit more, if you don't mind. No, you're not going to open it a little bit
Tracy,
more.
have you got a name for this spirit, do you think? Feeling a name on
I feel we've got a female here.
it? That would fit with the room.
I'm going to ask you if your name is Jenny or Jennifer. Can you shut the door for me or make a noise for me? Because I feel you've got a Jenny name or a Ginny.
Virginia?
It's a j sound. It feels like either Ginny or Jeannie or Jenny.
Jean?
Julian, Jennifer?
Come on.
Jerry?
Okay, are you Jeannie? It's not going to get it till we get it right. It's not going to shut it. Are you Ginny?
Jennifer.
Jerry?
Jennifer?
Julie.
Julian?
Jill?
Hang on, we need to go slow because we need to give it time to build the energy to actually make the movement on the door. And what was the last name we said?
Jill?
Jill.
There you go. Can you open it? So if your name is Jill, can you open the door for me, please? Or you Gillian? Are you Gillian? Or do you prefer to be called Jill? Could you open the door for us again, please, so we can come through? Okay, I'm going to ask you again really nicely. I'm so grateful because I want to really try and communicate with you. So, could you open the door for us again? And I promise we'll come out this time. I promise you faithfully we'll come out this time. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, I think we need to follow it through now, okay guys? There we go. Thank you. Because that's what we're getting us to do.
We'll just step, guys.
got through the door. The names didn't seem to work, but they seemed quite happy to open the door and let us through, so we're going to follow it on now.
Am I at full? I'm at full.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to reset this again.
Dave's looking. Dave, what's that meter called?
This is a mel meter.
It's a mel. Are we seeing any big?
There's been a bit of a temperature drop occasionally. It's on 161 now. It was on 175 just now.
Right.
As we're moving forward, it's definitely colder in here.
Yeah.
Freezing.
So you would think, you know, the door, there'd be a breeze the other side of the door that was opening it, and then the breeze would go and close the door again. There's no breeze coming through here at all at the moment. Occasionally I'm getting a little bit of a waft from up above, but nothing actually coming on and hitting me in the face. So we're going to follow them around and see what occurs.
Okay, so we're here in the ARP room. We did have to take a very quick break because one of our investigators felt a bit unwell. But we're back here. We've got our medium here, Jill, and she's going to open up a bit of a Ouija session for us here in the ARP rooms. We had some really good evidence collected earlier on, and we're hoping that maybe we can get in touch with the spirit that was sort of messing about with the door in the other room. So over to you, Jill. Sort of explain what the set out is of the board, and start with the Ouija session.
Okay, so we've got every single letter of the alphabet. We have welcome and yes and no and goodbye, which is really important. So I'm just going to now open up the board, and when we've finished I will close it down, okay? So, Mother, Father, God and World of Spirit, I just ask that our guides, guardians and helpers will work with us on the board and only bring those through from the higher realms. I also ask for that ring of protection around us as well. Amen.
Amen.
Are you happy for us to be doing this and contacting you in this manner? No. Do you mean to cause us harm later on tonight?
If that's the answer, then I think you need to say goodbye.
Oh. I think you're playing some games with a spirit.
Yeah.
You are, aren't you?
Yes.
Who are you attracted to most on the table? Can we go in the direction you're most attracted to somebody, please? Stuart.
Stuart.
Our debunker. You're attracted to him the most.
You have a female admirer, Stuart.
Yeah.
From the Second World War.
20 years old.
Thank you for communicating with us. Are you afraid down here on your own?
Yes.
Are you happy that we're here giving you company?
How many spirits are down here, do you know? So, would you like to say how many spirits are all together in these tunnels?
Could you use the numbers on the board?
No. Why don't you want to tell us?
Was she the one slamming the door earlier? Was she the one slamming the door earlier? Was you the one slamming the door earlier?
No.
Is there more than one spirit in this particular room? Oh, just stopped. Have you gone?
Shall we say goodbye?
It's weird, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Shall we say goodbye?
Yeah, I'm here in the bunk bed area on my own, and I've just had a door creak behind me. If there's a spirit there, please can you come close? I've got a device here. The nearer you come to this device, the more lights will flare up. Please come forward. Come, you just made a noise. I ask you, I thank you very much. I heard a noise out the back. Can you make the door move again, please? Can you make my device light up? Thank you very much. If you're a female ghost, can you make the box light up? No? Are you a male ghost? Heard the door again. Please come forward. I mean, you're no harm at all. We're just here to do an investigation tonight. Oh, thank you. That was a strange noise. It wasn't the normal door creaky noise. I don't think it's me going mad, but I thought I heard the noise of a cat. Is there a bit of a cat down here? Please come forward. This bed has just vibrated. It's as if someone just kicked the end of it. It's just vibrated a little bit. Am I sitting on your bed? Please make the bed vibrate again. Urge you, please come forward. I mean, you're no harm. Thank you. Are you unhappy that I'm here? And this bed has just vibrated again. You're not happy I'm sitting here? It's starting to get very, very cold here. The temperature has really gone down. When I first did this about 2 or 3 minutes ago, it was a fairly ambient temperature. It's now freezing cold now. I get this distinct impression I'm not welcome here. Okay, if you want me to go, please slam the door with great force. Go on, please slam that door. Please vibrate the bed. Come on, you don't want me in here. You have to do something to make me move. I'm not moving unless you slam that door or really make this bed move. Well, I have the door creak a little bit. Can you do it a lot louder, please? Come on. Please come forward. I think there's a male spirit here. Come on, my box has gone very quiet. Please light up my box. Thank you very much. Can you make a noise? Can you give me another sign that you're here? Can you make a groaning noise? Thank you for that. It wasn't a groaning noise though. Come on, please make a groaning noise. Or throw something at me. Make your bed move again. Thank you for what you've done so far. I haven't said thank you so far, so I'm very sorry for being rude. But please come forward. Thank you. I can hear you at the back. Come closer, come on. Please come forward. Yeah, the temperature's still quite cold.
Following Steve's lone vigil, the team swapped places. Team 1 is now in the lower gatehouse. Andrea and Team 2, however, took to the war tunnels and the upper gun room.
It's awful. I've got this, I think it's Watkins or something like that. Then I've got this garden now, and I've obviously, I've still got this Tom, this drummer Tom or whatever he was. But now all of a sudden I've got a walking face coming in. I've got
I don't know, there's some they're animals. Pigs, cows, horses, something, people working up there, so obviously it's a different layer because it's not the fault. What I'm feeling above is not the fault. It's obviously it must be a different layer to the fault and they're coming in. It's probably what the headaches are. We've got queues coming in now. And I think that's only going to get worse when we get downstairs. If I'm honest, I think they're going to start to build up a lot. I do feel once we go downstairs, he may start letting our lights on a little more. I think as we hit the 16 hour, he's going to become very vocal. You can start to feel, I've got a problem, I think he had a problem with his arm. Shoulders, yeah, shoulder and arm. Someone said he's got pins and needles in their hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either someone drive come through here, we ain't got the cold and have a tingling sensation.
Yeah. Okay, you said
It's
different
all
shoulder as
weird.
well. Oh! Okay. Hopefully that was them upstairs.
Can we debunk that, do you think?
I think we probably can. That was a bit too big. Hopefully we can. I know I'm asking for big noises.
It's a bit extreme, that,
It's a
isn't
bit
it?
extreme. I think someone should probably check that out because if it's not, then we're going to get what we expect from it. I think it needs to be definitely checked out and debunked. Because if it is the noise I'm actually asking for, then I think we're in for a bit of a rough ride downstairs. Because I know already from walking through the tunnels, I've dragged some energies from the tunnels up here. And I when we get downstairs, I've got my history as well. Because from downstairs, I've got a lady that walked up the tunnels, which was very interesting as well, because I could smell her. So, who is it? What was it? Do we know? Does anybody know?
When you're standing there, you seem a totally different temperature.
No, the big gate crash. What was the gate?
I don't know. I'll see what's
Is
happening.
it a gate or? It was metal, wasn't it? Chairs. Yeah. He's still with us, but I do feel as though we need to go downstairs because there's no one here. Because I feel that once we get down the tunnel with him, where he's actually in his element, even though he's scared people up here and move things, bang doors, move stuff, I think when we get down there, he's in his element down there because he clashes, I believe, with the lady that walks down there.
Before the break, we left Team 2 trying to explain some loud noises, and Medium Andrea wanting to move on. We now join them in the lower tunnels, and things are about to get challenging for Andrea and Team 2's other medium, Richard.
A push. Okay, just need to hold on. Okay, there's a radio.
Oh my God, I feel sick. I mean, there are wrists and a head that I breathe.
Okay.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
That is a soot. That is a soot building up. And the diggers.
Okay.
Let me try. Put your hands on his back. Right. Close your eyes. I want you to ask for your gatekeeper, your spirit guide, to draw close to you.
That's what I'm trying to do, he's not coming.
No, not you. Sorry, I'm talking to Ash. Okay, Ash behind you. He's got his hands on your back.
Who is?
Ash.
Who's Ash?
Ash.
No, I want to beg off me.
Yeah, alright, hold on. Right. Ash, listen to me. Right, you need to get a spirit guide to come close to you. Right? Once you can feel your spirit guide, you need to tell me.
She's here.
She's there. Right. Hold her there for me for a second, okay? Right. Richard? I'm putting my, you're not, I'm putting my protection is going to be coming onto you. My spirit guide is going to be coming onto you in a minute, okay? Right, and what you'll feel is you will feel, don't go down, don't go down, don't go down. What you're going to feel is a pull, okay? Right, no, oh, it's coming, right. Ash, ask your spirit guide to get onto Richard's back and start pushing. I'm going to count to 3. When I count to 3, I want your spirit guide to push. I'm going to do what they call the magnetic pull, and I'm going to pull the condition away from Richard before I can do anything. Right?
I'm going to be smacked.
Right, you're not. Right,
I'm going to be smacked in a minute.
Right.
Be smacked.
Right.
Smack me.
Hold on. Right.
Going to be smacked. I'm going to be smacked. For fuck's sake, keep this fucking...
1, 2, 3. Give him water, please.
Take it easy. No, we did not want to come out, did you? You're right. Nice and easy. Okay. I'm not daisies.
Are you okay?
Yeah, just a bit dizzy and weak.
Yep, you will do. They really, it is a psychic drain. When they attach themselves to you, you get a psychic drain.
Takes a lot out.
Every bit of your body will want to just rumble.
I'm going to sleep.
Exactly. That's exactly how you're going to feel.
I feel weird.
But what we mediums have to do then, we do a magnetic pull, and I then get my spirit guide to come, and it's literally a pulling feeling. And I then take it into me, the condition.
You bit.
And then I speak to you.
I shouldn't have let it happen.
It's
too busy.
It happens.
It's too busy concentrating, little boy.
It's because you've got the emotion. Sometimes something that comes with emotion can bring on conditions.
It's a boy.
After Richard's possession, one of our CCTV cameras picked up what is thought to be the negative entity leaving the area. With all the investigators in the tunnels, it would be easy to assume that the white figure you see could be one of the team moving around. The team remained together, and through closer inspection of the footage, the entity appears to have no lower body. We rejoin Team 1 now, in a specific area of the lower gatehouse.
There's at least 48 children that stayed in this room. And it wouldn't have just been like, what it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because that's what I'm being given.
Just explain what this room is, Clive, what it was used for originally.
Well, again, it's part of the gatehouse. But eventually, as families come back from fighting the wars from abroad, any children that lost their parents would have been kept in here. So basically, they just say it's an orphanage.
Okay. And what sort of specific things are you feeling at the moment, Tracy?
Unfortunately, if a child passed away, they could be kept in here for days with the other children that were still living.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's quite grim.
Because I'm actually seeing that. I'm actually seeing, and it's like there would have been, if a child passed, that would have just been covered over, left, and it's known that. But it's what these children knew. They didn't really know anything else.
Are you able to tap into anything specifically?
And it's, I sort of feel I've got a lady with me at the moment, and.
Who have you got with you?
Come on. I'm being shown a Rose, and I'm given the name Rose, so I'm going to have to call her Rose.
Okay. Can you try and get a surname or
The trouble is,
an
I
age?
didn't really use many surnames. She wasn't very old, she was in her 20s. And she was here with them, and it's like she's rushing around. And I don't think she was a nurse, I think she was just somebody who came and did this. She was either known to one of the soldiers or known to the people, but she came and did this and dedicated her time, her own little Florence Nightingale basically, because these are the people that aren't recognised, but she's here and she's showing me and she's showing me what she's trying to do. And her work was massive because there were so many children in here, and they lived in here. They lived in here, they ate in here, they played in here, everything was in here.
It's quite a small room, actually, for them to sort of be living and
but when they've got nowhere else, it
doing
isn't
everything
small.
that's sort of day to day in this very small room. I mean, we've literally got 5 bunk beds in
That's
here,
what's here now, but
and it's
can you imagine?
It's a very small room.
Could you imagine 6
Yeah.
either side? Because that's what it was like.
Yeah, there's literally no room at all for these guys that were in here. Is Rose still here?
Yeah, she's 24.
24.
24. She wasn't very old herself.
Okay. What was Rose's job here? Was she one of the
Greenwood. What's Greenwood? Greenwood. I don't know if that was her name. That could have been her name. Greenwood.
Okay.
Greenwood.
So we've got Rose Greenwood, who's 24.
24. It's 24, and I just keep getting 24 with her.
Are you able to see her right now?
Very pretty young girl. I'm going to say very pretty. Raggedly dressed in rags, bare feet. She's got lovely curly hair, very blonde curly hair, very pretty young girl. But I also feel that, hang on, let's just get that from you. She was safe here because where she was, she's telling me she was safe because where she wasn't safe. Her body was not used how it should be. That's her words, okay? So she doesn't want to use the words that we would use today. Her body wasn't used how it should be. So she was abused.
Okay.
And that would have been sexually or physically. But being here was safe because she could just shut herself away with children. She was left alone by them because they needed her. So she said they didn't cause her a problem, it was outside of here that she had her problems.
Okay.
Here she was safe, and that's why she did what she did.
Whereabouts is Rose, sort of, in the room at the moment? Whereabouts?
She's standing beside me.
She's standing right beside
she's
you?
standing right beside me.
Okay.
Yeah. And she's only about this height, she's smaller than me, she's quite a little thing, quite a very petite little thing.
Okay. Is Rose sort of saying anything? Has she got anything that she'd like to say?
She's curtsying, she's saying thank you, she's curtsying. She's giving a little curtsy, she's like, thank you, you listened, thank you. She's not a bad person.
Okay.
I think a female has been sensed in here before as a bad person. Can you, have you got any insight on that?
Yeah, I mean, we've had a couple of groups come in, and they reckon there's somebody evil in it.
She's not. She's not. But I don't think she's comfortable with certain people, and that's to do with her past.
Is Rose grounded here? Can she not leave?
Oh, she can leave.
She can leave?
She can leave, yeah.
What makes her remain here?
She's coming back to let us know.
Is there anything that Rose would like to say on camera, like through yourself? Is there anything that she would like to pass on to us? Any messages or anything like that?
She said she tried her hardest. She wasn't here for long. I think she must have been here from when she was about 19 and she passed at 24 because I'm getting 19, I'm getting 24.
Clive, have you heard these names mentioned before here? Rose and Samuel Greenwood?
No, we've had Greenwood once or twice. We haven't actually had Rose or Samuel yet.
So Greenwood has been mentioned before?
Greenwood, yeah, a couple of times, but it doesn't mean it's not Rose, because every time you do one of these events, you get different information every time.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting to note that sort of Greenwood has been mentioned before, and Tracy, who hasn't been here before in her life, has come into this room, and she's actually been led to this room. She wanted a camera to come in here and do a bit of work in this room, and you've obviously come up with the name Greenwood that's been mentioned before.
Fort Amherst. Well, it certainly wasn't disappointing, was it? Lots of strange and unexplained noises, lights and orbs, along with a possession. You've seen the evidence the team collected on the night. Do you believe? Thanks for watching White Noise and Whispers. For more footage from Fort Amherst, watch White Noise Extra by pressing your red button on your remote now, or visiting our website at www.whitenoiseandwhispers.com. Goodbye.